Hello, my crafty friends. Today we're in the alphabet of God's promises in Psalms. We're at the letter T, and here she has takes care of the innocent. They will not be disgraced in hard times. Psalms 37, verse 18. And I'm following along with Susan Hiles, and she read verses 17 and 18, and that's what she worked with. And I did the same thing I always do when we do this. I go back and I read the whole Psalms um, to kind of see, where it's coming from before I just pick out a verse and work with it. And and when I read it, um, what it seems like the whole psalm is about trusting in God, and that if we trust in Him, He'll take care of us. And that's what it says here, that He takes care of the innocent. Um, and when I read something like that, all I can think of is I'm not innocent. I know that I'm redeemed, I'm saved by grace, and therefore God sees me as innocent. But and I'm grateful for that. But the reason He does that is because I trust, and I trust in Jesus. I trust in His blood, and even in the Old Testament, God's saying, "Trust me, just trust me. The people who trust in me, I'll take care of them." And I'm not going to read the whole psalm because it is long, but I've underlined some verses that I think emphasize the point that I'm trying to make here. So I'm going to read those. Trust in the Lord and do good. Settle in the land and find safe pasture. Depend upon the Lord, and He will grant you your heart's desire. Commit your life to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will act. The Lord knows each day of a good man's life. His inheritance shall last forever. When times are bad, he shall not be distressed, and in days of famine he shall have enough. It is the Lord who directs a man's steps. He holds him firm and watches over his path. Though he may fall, he will not go headlong, for the Lord grasps him by the hand. Turn from evil and do good. Live at peace forever, for the Lord is a lover of justice and will not forsake his loyal servants. Wait for the Lord and hold on to his way. He will keep you safe from wicked men and will raise you to be master of the land. Deliverance for the righteous comes from the Lord, their refuge in times of trouble. The Lord will help them and deliver them. He will save them because they seek shelter with Him. So if we're trusting in Him to take care of us, He will take care of us. I did read a commentary that was talking about this, and it was saying that when the writer wrote this, he was not saying that it wasn't a health and wealth gospel. That's nowadays. I don't think until the last 20 years anybody's ever preached a health and wealth gospel. But now that's what's out there. Just trust in God and everything will be great. But the Bible doesn't say that. And this author is not saying that. He's talking about all the bad things that can happen, but the God will take care of you through it, not keep you from it. And He will bring deliverance. And it may be that may be in the end, when you get to heaven, that will be your deliverance. Um, I don't know. Sometimes I think He does deliver us right here on earth from things that are bad. I believe that with all my heart. He's done it for me. But not everything will be taken care of. His deliverance won't come for everything on this earth, because this earth is not our home. And when He takes us home, that's when true deliverance will come. And so when I was writing my scripture down, I didn't just write verse 18, which is the Lord knows each day of a good man's life, and his inheritance shall last forever, which is the verse that was in the for today. I went ahead and wrote kind of a little bit of a um oh, you know what? I'm trying to think of the word. When you got a medley. I wrote a medley of those verses, and it says, trust in the Lord and do good. Depend upon the Lord. Commit your life to the Lord. Trust in Him and He will act. Wait for the Lord. He will keep you safe. He will save them because they seek shelter with Him. this is what I'm going to focus on. He will save us because we trust him. So our verses are kind of a mishmash of the whole chapter, condensed down, the condensed version, the Reader's Digest version, I guess. I decided for my background, I want to put this on there because I think the pink will look good on it, and I've got some other things that I think will look good on it. So this is what I'm going to do here, and so I'm going to go ahead and let me put something behind this so I don't get glue on everything. I hate how noisy this is, but it is really helpful. So we'll put up with the noise for a few minutes, and then we can get rid of it after I get my glue stick on here real good. And I'm going to do this side first because it's the easiest side to do since it's flat. Try to make sure I get some glue back in there. And yeah, I mashed it pretty good there. Okay, let's fold this and stick it in there. Okay. And let that sit there like that while we do this side. I got a mess here. I was pushing down too hard. I wanted to make sure and get enough glue on there. Sometimes you can overdo it. You can overdo it. I can spread it out here. Okay. I'm just going to slowly work this over. Okay, not so slowly maybe. Patience has never been my strong suit. Okay. Let me get rid of that. I can get rid of that. Okay. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to tear this right at the edge here. That's the nice thing about working with deli paper is that it does a pretty good job. Well, see, I say that and then it doesn't. It doesn't work for me since I bragged on it. We're going to make it work. Get this. Okay. There we go. I like that as a background. Let me zoom in just a little since you're going to be, oh, well, we might as well go on in. Okay. I like that. I think it'll work well for this page. I do want to edge it. Let me, I don't know if I have it. Yeah, here's one. Oh, I wasn't sure I even had any ink pads out here. And so not sure. I usually just rub the ink pad along there, but this one's way too big to do that. So let me find something to use. Okay. I like that. I'm going to kind of audition things a little bit here. I want to I think I'll say we need to talk about how blessed we are. No, I think I like the heart up here better. Fits better. And I like that feather. And I like a little bird. I have a that pink thing behind that feather, that bird, but I don't know why, just cause. Just because. Because we can. I have these other things. I like this one that says, "Run and do not be weary." It's another one of God's promises. But I think if I put that on there, it'll just be too much. Maybe we should put that down here. Can you tell I really want to get blessed on there? I really kind of want to get that on there. I could leave it just coming off the edge here. Or maybe over there. but I think it's too much. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to do. And let's put these clamps back on here because it's really hard to work as puffy as this book is. Since I'm not going to put anything on those corners, I can do that. Okay. All right, I do think I want to bring that ink pad back though. And I'm just gonna maybe I need to do it this way because it didn't seem to show up very much. Yeah, I like that better. It's always, I think, personally, worth the time to go ahead and ink the edges. Something about that makes it look finished. It adds a cohesiveness. I think I'm even going to ink this little feather here. Just a little bit. Got a little too much on there, but I think I like that. Okay, I got my dangle, so I can't lose my pen anymore. I know y'all will be happy not to have to listen to me fuss about where's my pen. Right this minute, I can't remember who it was that posted that in the group, but I'm very grateful. I have a grateful heart. Sometimes God takes care of us through our friends. Sorry. Didn't realize I had that off screen. I forget when I zoom in that I don't have as much space to work in. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Because I am blessed. And I need to remember that. Sometimes we forget. We have troubles and we forget how blessed we are. And I don't want to forget. Christy texted me, not texted me, she commented on my last Psalms video and said that she would like it if I would do a Bible study on Sunday mornings. And I don't know if she was wanting like to do a live stream thing where we all can sit and talk to each other, or if she was wanting it to be a video, um, kind of like these are videos. But I thought if y'all would chime in and comment on that, if you have, if you want something like that, I might do that when I finish this series. We've just got a few letters left, and I need to pray about it, but um, I also need to know if that's something y'all are interested in. So if you don't mind commenting underneath here and let me know if that's something you're interested in. And Christy, thank you for asking that. That blesses me. That I, I want to be a blessing to y'all. And I have been trying to figure out what I was going to do when this is over, because I do want to keep sharing scripture. I think it's important. And I don't know what time of day. She just said Sunday. I'm not sure what time of day would work better for y'all. So if y'all would let me know that too. I don't want to do it from 12 Central Time until like 4 Central Time. It would need to be either before or after that, because that's when Tanya's on, and I like to be in her live streams. Okay. That was a kind of a quick, simple page, but I like it. I hope y'all do too. I hope these scriptures blessed you today. Y'all have a good evening, and God bless you. Bye-bye.